Susuke dans les bords. Chaque était, il est gros. Maté. On peut m'envoyer. On voulait un bébé, bon habillé. Baka ne be on die mo he no awe pa di dobe. On be am be wo e tara go e we no de ro yo ba. Ade che po. Le di sira dobe o be o be on die. We no awe pa di we wa o. Ma e so we pa o. Ade le ye di o. Ade we be le no ya. Le ye di o. But I know my babu bi e. Se go to awe o. Ade we be le no ya. Abebe no nyayo, lero nyayo. Wera nyoma bakubia o, bonju yedi o. Ajiwe bebe no nya. O bonju yedi, wera nyoma bakubia o, nareju yedi o. Ajiwe bebe no nya. Nareju yedi o, wera nyoma bakubia o, deba o yedi o. Ajiwe bebe no nya. Ao abebe no nyayo. Ao abebe no nyayo. Abe marima wa be serire. Abe marima wa be serire. Abe marima wa be serire. Wera truwa no manu serire. Dale bonu kodi obe. Benu nyayo yeji o. Awo abe benu nyayo. Ajiwe benu nya. Wajo mama kubia o jabe benu dota o. Wajo mama kubia o jabe benu fasona o. Wajo mama kubia o jabe benu wawi o. Àwọn àbẹ̀bẹ̀ yé di o, ajílẹ̀ tẹ̀lé dùnà. Ẹ̀wọ́n ni ẹ̀wẹ̀ o, ẹ̀rájọ́ máa bọ̀ wá bòdì mú. Ẹ̀wọ́n ni ẹ̀wẹ̀ o, ajílẹ̀ tẹ̀lé dùnà. Ẹ̀wọ́n ni bo yé di o. Ẹ̀wọ́n ni yé di o, ẹ̀rájọ́ máa bọ̀ wá mú. Ẹ̀ sọ̀kalẹ̀ yé di o, ajílẹ̀ tẹ̀lé dùnà. Iye máa sọ̀dẹ̀ lè mọ̀ wẹ̀ o. Àwọn tó sì wẹ̀rẹ̀. Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀ àpò arúgbó. Kesa ima e po mate ogo you no ni asina ke awo abebe no nya yo ni bebe no nya Àwọn àbẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹ Kakakmono, Masiway, Made. How are the Renuya? Come on, Jamo, no, Jamo, Jamo, no. Come on, Jamo, no, now say they want Monday. Who say they want Monday? Now all the boys say they want Monday. Say they want Monday. When I message say they want Monday. Now say they want Monday. Monday I got give us say they want Monday. Now say they want Monday. Setting say they want Monday.
Good evening, folks. Samson to way late. Been having some serious, they call it technical issue. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening for bringing us together. Thank you. Give us wisdom, my Lord. We say thank you for all that you have done and continue to do. Bless the Republic of Liberia. Bless the leadership of the Republic of Liberia. Give them wisdom to do what is good for our people. My Lord, we ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America, in Jesus' name. Amen. We'll be here for 1 hour. We've been having some serious issue here, technical issues. But we were able to overcome that. We want to thank everybody. Those of you that are going to be following you, thank you very much. It's a wonderful thing to come back on here again. But we're here, and I want to discuss something here. And it's all about Liberia, of course, all about Liberia. So those of you that are watching, please share this video as much as you can. We want to thank you very much. What I want to talk about today is about what is happening in Liberia. And it is not a good deal, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure how fast and how much this president, our loved president, will be able to carry this thing forward. I think CDC and Sedition are now trying their best to organize, because they have found the weak spot and they have found the weaker link within the Unity Party and within this president, his train and whatever it is, whatever train is. And I was on the phone with a very good friend, a brother of mine, whom I love very much. Mr. So, thank you for joining us. We say thank you very much. And not that other soul. This is the good soul. That other one that he got proud of. That other one, that CEO soul, he can give me too much problem. But this is my brother's soul. Hear myself with no space in between. But that other one, that your CEO, your council, hear myself, yeah, there's space between us. They want myself with no space. Mr. So, thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. I know I'm way late. But look, the issue in Liberia, it's I don't know what else to go, what else to say, where to turn. Look at this, and I will read this. People are saying that we look for it. You all look for it. We would, like me, I supported this president with everything. I pray for him. I'm on this platform campaign heavily for him, convince people that he is the best, which is still the same. But those that are around him are just ridiculous. Listen to this that is on Front Page Africa. Okay? This is about Councillor Cooper Crow, or whatever his name is. He's from Nima County. And according to the story, he's a minister, he's Minister of Labor, Youth and Sport. But that he has stocked the labor ministry with all of his kingmen. I'm not too sure. I'm not here to condemn their ability to do the work, but is that not a nepotism? And not only that, this is a guy who come from Prince Johnson party. He had two or three daughters of Prince Johnson working at the ministry. Is that the only ministry? Is that the only ministry? But here's what I know. I grew up in Nima County, to be honest with you. I grew up in Bapa. If you're from Nima County and you know Bapa, Bapa is a diamond camp those days. So my father was there for diamond. I was there with him. So I grew up in Bapa. But they have a crown camp they call David Carter Camp. The crown people at that time did not want to mingle themselves with the rest of the people from Bapa. So the chief of Bapa chiefdom gave the crown people a specific area before, just about 5-minute walk before you reach the Bapa city from Sunny Creek up the hill on the right hand side. I still remember it, up the hill on the right hand side before you bend that curve to go up Bapa city. So David Carter camp has his own. David Carter, his crown people has their own camp, and it was booming. It was booming. Any crown man that come from Grand Jide, what I know, you stay in David Carter camp. And one of the things that it was clear, because I was little at the time, very, very little. One of the things that was clear between the crown and those Mana people, that they were never to touch crown child to induct them into their society. While other children from other places will get missing and find them later 2-3 months all marked up, crown children were never to be touched, and they were never touched. That's one of the respect they have for each other. At the same time, the crown people were never to have meddled into the business of the Mana people in Bapa. It was a very serious. Don't worry about it, Mr. So. Don't worry about it. Just stay. This is the soul who am I saying we got space like this. The other soul, he must say no space between us. That the real brother. The other one part, and you were here on the other day when I was wishing my own sister happy birthday. He said, "Who know you? You're not part of us. You're not from us." And he kicked me out of him. So this guy, Tommy Tire Soul, he will not kick me out. He know I'm a brother. But the other one, he said, "Not a brother. Hey, we don't want you. We don't want you." So you stay out of my show. But anyway, let me go. So Bapa, the people over there. But one of the things that I noticed as young as I was, they were me. When you go to the Dama camp, coming back, if you stop to anybody cassava farm and dig any cassava, you will, when you get cut, you will pay for it, whether you little or not. When the women come on the camp to sell cassava and what have you, and you don't have enough money, don't worry, you will not get you free. Even if, because they used to sell one cassava, maybe 15 cents or something like that, and you have 14 cents, it's not happening. I know, they're mean. I used to go to school in Grassfield, which is, I think that's where they have that other high school. I think I'm forgetting it now. But in Grassfield, I used to walk from Bapa to Grassfield for school. They have the school bus, but sometimes by the time I get out of the school bus, they're already gone. Because the school bus leaves Bapa around about 5:30 or something like that. Sometimes I just walk. But if you're walking and you make a mistake and take something that don't belong to you, you got a problem. But let's go. So let me read this here. Front page has uncovered that the Minister of Labor, Consular Cooper Cry, this is directed from Front Page Africa, Consular Cooper Cry has reportedly ignored and violated the Civil Service Agency freeze on new hires and transfer, and has provided employment to over 93 personnel in positions that are already occupied. My people, we got a problem. Front Page has obtained a communication from the CSA, which is, I think it's the Civil Service Agency or something like that. CSA dated April 15, 2024, which informed Minister Crow that his decision to transfer and reassign employees of his institution was in violation of Chapter 3 and 4 of the Civil Service Standing Order of 2012. These chapters that state that all human resources movement must receive approval from the Director General before implementation. Cooper Klein Crawford, he's a lawyer. Why will you violate rules? You support your lawyer, you know the law. Minister Crowd action violate the freeze that the Civil Service Agency placed on employment, transfer, promotion, and demotion on February 6, 2020. Despite this, he has recalled all labor commissioners across the country and has hired new individuals to act as IT labor commissioner. Consular Crowd, a renowned Liberian lawyer, he's not a slash, he knows the law. Is an official of the Movement for Democratic and Reconstruction led by Senator Prince Y. Johnson and VP Jeremiah Kampon Kuhn. The MDR is one of the alliance party that helped the Unity Party and Baka deliver the vote-rich Nima County. After the inauguration, Crow was appointed as Minister of Justice and Attorney General. However, following public outcry, you heard that here, his appointment was quickly revoked by the president, and he was appointed to head the Ministry of Labor. According to sources, the Ministry of Labor is predominantly staffed by Nimbadians. The sources further state that President Joseph Baka appointed 7 ministers within the ministry who hail from Nima County, including the daughters of Senator Prince Y. Johnson, Madam Diba E. Johnson, who is Assistant Minister for Regional Labor Affairs. My people, I will go through about, let me read the whole thing. I'm not going to be 1 hour late, so I'll be here 1 hour. Naming the ministers, the sources disclose that Mr. Emmanuel Zor Jr., Assistant Minister for Labor, standing. Mr. Rufati Saley, Assistant Minister for Trade Union Affairs. Mr. Rufo Kakulaklo, Freeman, Assistant Minister for Administration. Rifla A. Dungakolo, Assistant Minister for Alien Registration. Another, along with the Deputy Minister for Administration, Oliver P. Mazogu, and Minister Crow. Senator Johnson, other daughter, is the Director of Procurement. So why they can't just take the whole labor ministry and go take it to Ganta? Take it to Ganta. Take it to Ganta because it's not for Liberia again, for Nima County. The sources emphasize that having too many individuals from the same region serving as minister within a single ministry is unprofessional and unhealthy. He noted that another daughter of Senator Johnson is also Director of Procurement. The sources further said that Minister Crow has instructed Human Resources Department to hire 94 individuals, all of whom are kingsmen of the minister from Nima County. Except from the Ministry of Labor, except from the Ministry of Labor Communication, Minister, it has been brought to our attention that you are planning to massively employ 94 individuals to civil service positions that are already occupied. We have also learned further that all 94 letters of appointment have already been prepared, awaiting the signature of IT Human Resources Director of the Ministry of Labor, the communication said. Recently, Minister Crowd appointed his kinsman, Darius Key Warner, former Deputy Commissioner Director, to a new post of Deputy Inspector General for Administration within the ministry. This post, the paper said, was non-existing until it was established by the minister, in contravention of the act establishing the Minister of Labor, the Civil Service Standing Order, and Human Resources Management Policy Manual. Accordingly, for a new post to be created, the Minister of Labor needs to present the case at the manpower hearing at the Civil Service Agency, reflecting new position for approval by the Director General. In a communication, the CSA said that there have been no such approval from the creation of Deputy Inspector General for the administration at the Ministry of Labor. The Civil Service Agency is seriously concerned that Mr. Warren is impersonating as Deputy Inspector General for Administration, citing business entity for conferences and carrying on illegal transaction in the name of the government of Liberia, the communication said. Minister Crowd recently wrote a communication that bore the letterhead of the political party Movement for Democratic and Reconstruction of VP Cone and Senator Prince Y. Johnson in a letter dated March 5th, 2024. Folks, let me just finish. I'll finish it. Minister Crowd requested employment consideration for 4 individuals, describing them as outstanding, describing them as outstanding individual at the Civil Service Agency. However, the Civil Service, in response, informed him that the Civil Service Agency has an independent and non-partisan institution, does not do business with political party. Therefore, your request to consider the 4 individuals cannot be considered for employment purpose. The CSA, however, emphasized to Minister Crowd to reverse the illegal human resources transaction on the ministry to affect human resources transaction consist with relevant law and policy governing the civil service. Some people, we're in trouble. Because if what the paper is saying, if it is true, then this man has no respect for the law. And this is a man that was supposed to be serving as Minister of Justice. Can you imagine how many people are going to jail? What this paper is saying, if it is true, then what this man have done, not only disregard the Republic of Liberia law, standing law, but that he feel he's above the law. President Walker, what are you going to do now? President Walker, what are you going to do with this man? Yes, it's another thing I want to point out. In as much, I don't think that CDC has the best, but the few people that I'm keeping my eyes on, if they take over CDC, must say I'm moving to CDC. CDC that the people partner must say I'm moving to CDC. They don't. I'm with Liberty Party. I'm Liberty Party right now. But the people that I'm keeping my eyes on, if they take the leadership of CDC, I'm moving to CDC. Because why did we suffer? What was the reason? What is it that our people are getting? My people, what is it? What is it our people are getting? President Bakar told us he's a change agent. What is this? Consular Kula doing these things, is that a change? President Bakar, you need to throw a few people in jail. Even if you want to come get me, what I do wrong or not, throw me in jail. Set an example. Set an example. Ice me. Samson to come visit Liberia. As soon as I get to the airport, you catch me and throw me in jail. I'm a Liberian. If you throw me in jail, you throw foreigner in jail. But you have to set an example. For these people to understand that there's a law. You do this, can these people get away with these kinds of stuff? Then what's the purpose of us sitting here day in, day out? Oh, President, we can't do this. Oh, CDC is dead. Oh, see, hey, my people. Yeah. I eating crow small. Okay? This is just unbelievable. But here's what's going to happen. Sedition and the other, but are no CDC. They're going to put their foot in their mouth. There's beautiful thing instead of them just watch and let Unity Party disintegrate between their own eyes. They're not going to do it. They will jump on it and give lifeline to Unity Party and their corrupt behavior. President Baka right now don't know what to do. He turned this way, corruption. He turned that way. Where is he going to go now? He can't come to the Liberian diaspora because the people over there will not allow Liberian diaspora to take anything, nothing. So he's not going to do it. He's not going to come to us because the people over there will block him. The people are just, and I told you guys before, that these days, the young Liberians, back home, those who have tested power and tested money, they are sophisticated enough. They were still broad. You will see, those people who were here the other day, people are so corrupt. They wear $2,000 pants. Watch and see. By the time Joseph Baka government is over, all the people will be rich. They'll be rich people. Liberia is just an elephant meat. But time coming. The better days of Liberia is still ahead. In this Liberian diaspora, even in Liberia, one day, somebody will stand up and say enough is enough. I and my kind will take leadership of this country and we will put this country on the map. You got Liberians. You got credible Liberians. But when they go for election, we turn our back on them. We want somebody with football experience, or we want somebody with 40-year experience. Those people themselves, they are not corrupt, but the people they bring on board with them. Why you think those people will leave? Ask Samson too, with the kind of small money they are making. They are saying, I'm going to Liberia to look for a job. They're not stealing are going for. Ask Samson too. When I get paid here in America, I got to be careful because my sister then listening. I don't want them to know how much I make. I make only $2. So when I get paid my $2, it was to buy me shoe. It was to buy, I don't buy baby milk anymore. So my little $2, it was to send money to Liberia to do one or two things. It was to do whatever it got to do on the side. My $1 or $2. They are leave that $1 or $2. It's a constant flow of money coming in every time. The government, the people are working for, they don't say, oh, we get paid you, we got money. They don't do that. By the time, in fact, 2 days before the end of the month, my money is in my account. No two-way street around it. My money is there. You can't come and say, oh, something to the mumpa, we sorrow, we get money. No gain like that. They are living. The kind of money that they two saying, one saying I'm making it, they are living. I go to the library and say, I'm going to look for a job. I go, President Baka, I need a job. Oh, I can do it. They're not stealing I'm going for. You tell me now. They're not stealing I'm going for. If I leave from here and say I want a job over there, they're not stealing business. That's what it says. That's what all these people are doing. By the time Baka administration time over, they will all be rich. And that why up to this time, they are not focusing to punish those that were in Georgia government that was stealing. Because they themselves don't want to be punished. Yeah, watch and see. Like Brompo, you always see. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. They're there. Now you see it, now you don't see it. Now you see it, they want to be magician with people money. With people money. With people money. What? But God is, I can't say God why. I can't ask God question. God know what. Among the Liberians that are living now, somebody, God will point somebody one day, and that person will take this country. The country will all be crying behind. The country will all be suffering. The country people die for. The country people are still dying. Liberia, how wicked can we be towards one another? Why are we so wicked like this? In the early 60s, in the late 70s, when I was growing up in Town Town, people used to come in Town, my town, the wicked behavior in Liberia were being exhibited right before my own eye in Town. They tie people hand behind their back. In Town, they bend them down and put their knees on the rack and they look up in the sun for hours because they don't have $10 to pay house tax. They see how tax when they pay and not coming back to Town. They're going to Monrovia, CWA, and all the other Goku school there. They support their family. They don't bring money back. They see wickedness. They see wickedness that brought those to power. They see wickedness. It's still happening. But this time, who are we going to blame now? You can't blame any other person. You can't say settler. I'm out of settler. But they see people like myself. Their parents, their mom used to sell with a market for them to go to school. In the rain, their mom used to sell, go to school. Because my mom did the same thing in Monrovia. My mom used to sell. And I think I've been telling you a story. We live in the barrio. She used to be big Doma, Deepa, right? And the army people, I don't call it credit. So at the end of the month, she go stand there and give her paper to this guy they call Willie Knocker. He used to be the paymaster for the army people in the barrio. So Willie Knocker used to have the list for my mom. So he called his army man knee. You see the man knee here, 50 cents for Deepa. He said, Merito, they say, yeah, that the man, yeah, they take that 50 cents and put it in Merito hand. My mom used to go to the behind the bridge, all the way in Cloudtown area, and collect boxes of Henneken beer, empty one, and she would come and she would put it like you wash baby bottle and scrub it, and fill it. The Henneken people would give her brand new cases, and she would scrub. And each one of the cases $250. So by the time she go and sell that and come back, that $200-$300. That I Samson told me wash bottle for you? No. But I wear Oreo. I get Oreo uniform from my mom suffering. I'm not alone. Other people, mom, suffer for them to go to school. To turn out like this. To turn out like this. To turn out like this. Your mom suffer for you to go to school. For you to steal. For you to steal. The punishment that coming on you. God will suffer you. When you're less stealing, the punishment that the money is not for you. You're stealing. Oh, Jesus Christ, watch them. What kind of wickedness is that? What is this? Where? Wow. Tonight, Pa, not taking nobody. I only got 1 hour. What kind of business is this? We sat down here. President Bakai, the rescue team. What rescue? President Bakai, no, he can't be the train driver. He can't be the one to fuel the train. He can't be the one to straighten all of the track. He can only do one job. He can be the captain of the train or whatever, conductor of the train. But he can't be conducting the train activity, then go back there and put fire coal in the store. If so, they steam, because they want to part they're not real train, that steam train. That 1927 train we on now. We're not in 2024 train. The train we on now, the other rescue train, that 1929 train. So we got to put fire coal inside the train and use the water butter to turn the engine. That's the kind of engine we get. Because the engine not fast enough. And if it's fast enough, the crook boys, they go and take the paint out of the engine broke down. You got to come and steal. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we? Not even 4 months into this government. And all you hear, the person, that other money going that way, that other money going that way. What is this? What is this? Is this thing going to stop? One day, even if it is not our lifetime, one day, somebody from Liberia, pure Liberian, I'll say half the one they call terrorizing Liberian, that one. You know who the terrorizing? You know what terrorizing is? Many of you don't even know what terrorizing is. How you get that with me? Because you don't even know what terrorizing is. Okay? So you're not getting that with me. You're not getting that with me because you don't know what terrorizing is. So how you get that with me? But they want to call terrorizing Liberian. They're not that one. The real Liberian. Cuba, command. The one who studied in America but got Liberian people way deep inside, that the person God will point and the person will bring the real rescue train. The other one here, that 1929 train. The other train here, that 1929. And not even using the real, and not even using battery. It's using steam. If you know anything about bike in those days train, that's steam. They put fire coal in the fire, and the fire heat the train, the bottle, the big bucket that's also water. Heat that, and the steam out of it turn the engine. And that's why you always see, when you see the movie, you see the men putting the fire coal in there. They heat the butter, hot water butter, the boiler with the hot water in it. The steam, because the steam don't go out. The steam come through another pipe and turn the engine. That the kind of rescue train we're on now. We only, listen, you only have the like of Dallas Dillon, Amara Coney, Madam Lawrence. Half of Flandukuva right now is when accounting people accounting at half for what he did with that $100,000, giving it. I'm counting it as half. Out of 5-point-something million, and these are about 4 or 5 leaders in the Republic of Liberia that is asking President Bakai to say, well, with you, let's do something good. What happened to all of the other leaders, those that consider themselves ministers, deputy ministers? What are your ideas? Look at the beautiful idea coming from the police director and the transport minister for people to wear helmet to save the politician. Start politicizing it because they want the young people to resist, so that they will continue to buy cheap, give it to the young people, while the young people are dying in the street and they're making money. That's politics for you. And these are the same people, every 6 years or so, 9 years, they want to be re-elected. The days of chicken soup, the days of fish cup, the days of cup of rice for vote, those days are fast spin. You're not going to get it 2029. What kind of business they might be? These people, wow. The first thing, you see, these people, they think they're smart. The first thing, When they came in with President Bakari, they gave him, they put something, let's do asset recovery. No, the people they think they smart. Let the Liberian people look at it while we're stealing. Let's do asset recovery. Boom. They put asset recovery on. Every Liberian, every talk show host, eyes were on the asset recovery. While the people were on the side stealing, taking money for themselves, enriching themselves. By the time we realized that, that social thing, the other people who was supposed to do asset recovery, they themselves, they're in conflict right now. Corrupt behavior. For what? For what, my people? Who do we have in our country to stand up for the poor people? Who gonna put their hand up? Dollar alone can't make it. He just one person. Senator Yombly, American, they can't make it by themselves out of 5-point-something million. You got the rice importer continue to inflict hell on earth on the Liberian people. And many of these people that have these big contracts, they're from different countries. Someone, I don't want to talk too much, but you tell me now, all the bridges and the road that are building for the place here, you think the people are not paying me, then I want to do that kind of thing? I am fasting. You pay me, you get nothing. So I go over there. Oh, yeah, I build this one. Yeah. When they have a mudslide, I go quick, take picture, blah, blah, blah. Come on with a fix, quick fix. Yeah, they pay me. But what interest do I have? I don't live every time when I fix, and this is a true statement. When I'm working and some problem becomes so difficult, I say, I'll come back tomorrow. I don't even live there. That's the first thing I say. That's my go-to work. I don't even live there. I go home. I go home and recalibrate my brain set, so I'll come back the next day. Can you imagine what happened in Liberia with these people? They continue to Liberians. Why are we behaving to ourselves like this? But some of us that consider ourselves political junkie, those of us who've been around a lot, I've seen EULA up, I've seen EULA down. I've seen who come to EULA for specific purpose. After that, they run to Liberia. Go to Liberia right now, and you will see most of the leadership of EULA, they're in Liberia. I see county organization up, I see county organization down. I see section organization up, I see section organization down. Or if you have a leader in a section organization or county organization and they're doing good, that means that person is managing the people money correctly. The confusion in this county and section organization is not about because they don't like each other. Go see when they're ready to throw party or convention. See those people dancing. When they cook, the kind of food they will eat at the convention. The confusion is not about that. Confusion is about the money. Always, 99.9% of the conflict in any Liberian organization in the diaspora is about money. These are the same people that go to Liberia where they can't even manage. And what position do they? If you watch Spoon, when was the last time you saw Spoon bringing on technical person? Technical person, 1 or 2 times, say. But engineer, to bring out engineer to explain to the Liberian people the process of rebar, putting rebar in the house, why you need rebar in your house. Bring on engineer that will explain to you why you're not having water running through your house. Why is that? Bring engineer on that will tell you why when it rains, the entire city is flooded because there's no drainage system. Bring engineer on. Bring engineer on to tell you these foreigners, they come and build these roads for their own gratification to get money, not for you. And the road don't last. But what do they do? Who do they bring on most of the time? economic person, how do you call it, accounting, that all money. Who's stealing? Who's stealing? Who's stealing? Most of the thing they turn to Stentor Witherspoon. It has nothing to do with technical or the fault of technical issue. How the roads are being built, the faulty process they use to build the road, they're not going to discuss it. They discuss who's stealing, what money that come in, who's taking it. How are we going to move? The young Liberians that are looking up to these people, they're not looking up to them because the person is a medical doctor. That even the medical doctors, they take these medicine and put them into their own clinic. So roads, so tiffy road. So need to be Montoyon. So need to be Montoyon. Those people in the money that they're supposed to waste. Let Joseph Baka put rice bear on the teeth and pass them around. Pass them from Busokola, Cloud Town, all of it. Let them waste the water in the morning. When you do 2 or 3 times, that the minister who been sitting here, okay, you're bringing here, they waste water in. They see what they do. So they talk about when they do it to you 1 or 2 times, they'll have your people to beg. You will never people to beg. If you don't want to throw these people to jail, so need talk about Montoyon. Let's do that way. So need talk about Montoyon. They say chicken can pee, that dog can pee. So they waste cold water, dirty water too. And other people go to the people that are living sunny water, they just grab the sunny water and waste it on you. Just so you are not even seeing them, they put red bags all over your hair and somebody guiding you. That the kind of thing that Liberia, that those thief in Liberia need to be like. My people, where are we going? After the war, we thought, okay, these people are coming in. Yeah, Liberia are wicked. During the war, I mean, after the war, when they went to Accra, some people went there with money to give the fighters, those warring fighter leaders, to give them money so they can get certain position. These people been planning this thing how to steal for a very long time. Long time. And one of the things they're very good at, they don't mind spending thousands of dollars to get a position that only pay $2,000. They spend thousands of dollars to get a position that pay $2,000 to $3,000 on paper. But how much they're going to get back within 1 year time? Millions. Because they're stealing. And these are people that we Liberians continue to consider to be leaders. But what choice do we have? What choice the good people like President Baka have? He's going to have people to work with him. The people present themselves, pretending to be good. He trusted them. And these people start messing up. Why would a counselor, you who have issue already, the people put you to justice ministry, and the people cry about your bad behavior. They took you from it. They gave ministry labor to you. You don't prove yourself to say, look what President Baka, look what kind of good job I'm doing. Look how good I would have been at justice ministry. But you're there at labor ministry, and people writing these kinds of press about you. And these statements, if they are true, who are we? Who are we? I got 15, 20 more minutes. If CDC gets someone politically savage, someone savage politician, they will eat Joseph Baka and Unity Party alive. Okay, madam. Thank you. Get back home. I tell you, man. Sister, this is just ridiculous. How much more do these people want us to praise them? When it rains, the road public work said they did for 22 million or some more dollars. Yo, right now, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. I will wait until the rainy season when the places that I've already identified become worse. Because in those places that have issue, they didn't fix it. They didn't fix it. They just came in and glass over it, roll and things like that. That thing those are localized issues. They did not do rehab. They did maintenance. You can only maintain something that is in good standing. You will not be able to maintain something that is completely out of order. You're going to have to rehab. Okay? They didn't do that. So the roads, they're coming. They were out soon before the rainy season. You assume, yeah. Lofa County Road, Mesa, Grand Union Road, Mesa. You assume, yeah. The same thing that we used to say to President Weah. But this time around, it's going to be worse. Because when the rainy season comes, people would think now that they graded places, they would think, say, it's good to drive on the other side. It's just a matter of time. Because there's nothing underneath to hold the weight of the truck. There's nothing there to hold. It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. Because I didn't see any kind of good compaction. Nothing. They just pour it over, grade it, come back, fill it in, grade it, come back, fill it in. Nothing. Nothing. They didn't even do lift. You always see and say, oh, Samson too. But anyhow, let me go back to CDC. The only little problem that I have, which I'm not pinning my hopes on CDC right now, because CDC like to put their foot in their mouth. Unity Party is already crumbling because of those who are around President Baka, their corrupt behavior. They're going to be exposed more and more. More and more. And one of the things about those people, they don't care. They don't care. They use their relationship with President Baka as the linchpin to do whatever they want to do, as the means of holding on to something. So they don't care because they know no representation coming up to them, no retribution. They will not get anything. They will not be punished. So because of that, they will do anything they want. They don't care. Now, if CDC was smart, which they're not, if they were smart, you sit back, say, okay, this is our country. If you guys were elected to do certain things, you're not doing it, we'll watch you. But they're not going to do it. They're going to start running their mouth. And the more you run your mouth, you who were there before, you don't do fasting. You don't do tama. You don't even fat for people to smell. CDC, you're even fat for people, for Liberian people to smell a little bit. They say, oh, CDC, people sting. They didn't do like that. Because you're so stingy. You don't even want to fat for the people to smell it. The only person who were fatting a little bit for people that McGill. The rest of you don't want to fat for people to smell it. So don't come make noise here. But you will start making noise, and the Liberian people say, oh, that you're who are here, and you're the other thing that you're talking about, we like what we see. And this is what Unity Party, the corrupt people are counting on. Sympathy. President Baka didn't win the election by defeating President Weah. President Baka won the election by getting angry vote. I keep telling you, but they don't want to listen. So if somebody gave you an angry vote, it's just a matter of time before that person anger subside, and then you go back to a place. Go back to a place. So let me see if I can have conversation with folks here tonight. 1 hour only. But no, on a very serious note, this is ridiculous. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Samson told Labrador Public Radio, folks, let me see if I can have conversation with you guys. Let's see. Let me put the number up and then give me a call. Samson told Labrador Public Radio. I'm going to tell you tonight, and it has no hold bar, man. I'm not here for anything. Give me a call, 916-533-2048. Samson told LeBron Operator, we're here again this evening, and we're discussing Liberia. I'm not angry yet. I'm not, but at the same time, I'm not ready to eat crow yet. No. This is what we do, and this is what I do, and I'm very good at it. To be truthful, to face this camera and tell you, and be truthful, and be truthful. Another thing that I saw today, I saw President Baka in a private jet. Hey, where that one come from? Because when he was coming from America, I saw Anthony Cassidy put up something where President Baka was riding, how do you call it, Brussels Air, like any other person. So even if he was in first class, but he was on the same plane like any other Liberian. But to see private jet, I don't know. I'm not ready to make a judgment on that yet. But give me a call, 916-533-2048, and we're waiting for your call. But anyhow, let's go ahead. I got 10 more minutes, and I'll be out of here. I'm only here for 1 hour tonight. So let's go back on a very serious note. So the president and his people, from my perspective, everything I've been saying here, those are my own view. I'm entitled to it. I won't wait for you before I make my own point. I'm entitled to it. Let me tell you that right now. I'm not here for kumbaya, no friendship business. There are few people here that I love. Yeah, one of them is here. Yeah. I don't even see you, Sam. I don't even see you. But anyhow, look, all that I'm being saying here tonight, how we were fooled. President Baka was so sincere with us. But he doesn't have the hand. He can't do everything by himself. He called people to disappoint him. He called people to help. They're not doing good. So I hope those who have Liberia at heart will try to do the best they can. I mean, another sedition calling me now, coming to Tabata. Good evening, Walter Carter. What's your calling for now?
Hey, Papu, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. Go ahead.
You sure you're fine? Yeah, I'm hearing. I know how. I'm hearing frustration in your voice.
There we go. I know you got medical degree to know that I'm frustrated.
I'm hearing frustration in your voice. I'm hearing the argument, the pain associated with. I supported this man. I put all my weight behind him. I talk about his integrity. Being an experienced person, and you being a very truthful person, and this man, government is letting you down. Unfortunately, you're not putting the blame out of feet, but you're putting it on other people. But that's the thing. It's the thing that on a serious note, I call because President, we saw, what the international community, especially the Americans, and some like Iran say extrajudicial killing that they plan to put on President Weah government. But look at the kind of blatant violation, the way the police killing people. I was just looking on Facebook and I saw, oh God, I was shot on the no-go zone, thing, the body in the body bag, in Clarendon. I'm like, what's going on? I mean, the police just killing people, indiscriminately. What is really going on in the country? So you think I got to talk to it because when you talk to people listening, it's not that serious. The country is difficult. The people don't have no jobs. The people look for ways to make jobs to get income. It's the way the police or the government can approach these people to say, look, gentlemen, let's do this, that's the way, instead of just enforcing certain things on the people. Because if you take 1,000 or 2,000 motorcycles from the street just like that, and they're not doing anything to get income in their home, what you have done? You got a whole family sitting down, of food and all that kind of thing. When the person want to go drop whatever, you kill them again to put fear in the. I mean, I think it's wrong. The killing aspect, they should stop it. They just be open people were shooting people, the police. And I don't know why, if that the new order to put people in line, because some of the terror people for that for Jesus Walker. These are the people who are rallying behind him and blowing the pepper. And the day you're shooting them, I think it's so unfortunate. I understand with the Cooper crowd thing. That's the thing when somebody who sit down and feed down, they're putting people in power. I remember during the war, I went to Moreover, I left Bombers and I went to Moreover. And when they did the power sharing government, all the warring factions that was present in Morovia, it has different ministries. They put people to different ministries and they control those ministries, putting the surrogates in those ministries. And that's the same thing happening today. It's used to Prince Johnson and his people. So he put Cooper Crown in a particular ministry, he bring all the people from Democratic and push them in that ministry. Family people, the tribal people, put them in that ministry. The very things they talk about. And that's not just a like, I'm just looking at Prince Johnson who said President Weah had to go from the southeastern region. What government will Crown or Grable or two people. The game ministry, you say only people should go there. You gotta take Cooper Crown doing is at the order of Prince Johnson. It's not just what they're doing, but these are people that were pushing this against this thing. And this is why Liberian politics is so read between the lines when they're making decisions. Because the people will come and tell you tabata. And at the end of the day, they will do the same thing. And that's the frustrating part of it. Everybody wants this president to succeed. Because if President Bwaka succeed, we all succeed. If you succeed in here, arrest agenda in Liberia, it's a plus to me, it's a plus to you. You won't go to that road on a beautiful road, you won't go to Liberia, where it'll be drug-free environment, and free of crime, 100%, but at least relatively free, that you can work anytime in the night and do whatever you want to do. We all know about, you're afraid of people attacking you, or you got able to go from Morovia to your hometown, town, wherever. You're free. You'll be able to drive with all dust going in your nose, or even on a better road. We don't want that. But with all these things happening, it's kind of frustrating. And that's why I think we should stop now singing the praise song and sing Liberia. Let's put the country, let's talk about the country, the things that we need to happen in our country instead of praising individual. Let's stop it. Because when we continue to praise individual, these people, even the same when you praise the white chicken and following way, or they say, what can happen? Oh, Mr. Parker, oh, President Weah, oh, Mr. Parker. When they go there, the crime becomes so heavy on their head, they are small gods. Let's talk about the country. The country needs road. Make the road available. When you're taking hundreds of thousands of dollars and putting it in one senator pocket, that means doing jack over there. That money can go on a decent road project, like you always put your road project. And I'm listening to you. You got expertise in building decent road. You should tap into your knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Walter. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Pastor. No problem.
All right. Again, folks, Samson told LeBron probably got 5 more minutes here, but let me just say this. Yeah, frustration, yeah, a little bit, but I have control. What is frustrating, though, is where do we go? We're not coming back to CDC. If the people that were supposed to help us, if they are not doing the job, is it to govern Liberia? Is that much? Is that difficult to do? Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe to do the work for the people of the Republic of Liberia, for them to be safe and for them to be happy, I think it's difficult. Maybe. But if it is so, then please excuse yourself. Because we're talking 9 years for senators, 6 years for this government, 6 years. 336 days. Is that 336 or 366? I don't know. Whatever day the effort. Okay. That's what we're talking about. 1 year. 12 months. 12 months. A baby, the mom get pregnant, it takes 9 months before the baby comes. So what are we talking about? 6 of those? My goodness. Anyway, folks, Samson told Labrador Pabrito. Sorry we're late coming on tonight, but we have to do this. We just have to, as Liberians. We have to. We have to. Because what do we do? You go to Monrovia, nowhere for these kids to turn. What do they have jobs over there? The people who's supposed to bring the job, they're stealing. Even foreigners that's supposed to get money in for people to work, they're not doing good either. They're there to, but you can't blame them. They're there to feed themselves, to do well in their own country, build decent building in their own country. They're supposed to. What do we do? What do we do? And the difficult thing for some of us, because like I said earlier, I saw the mistreatment our people got in Monrovia. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Completely bad. But that's what we have. Folks, Samson told Labrador Operator, like I said, I'm only here for 1 hour tonight. 1 hour has come. I want to thank all of you. Many of you are left already, but those of you that are still with me, I want to thank you very much. And we really, really do appreciate all that you have done and continue to do by even turning into Labrador Public Radio. It's a wonderful thing. We appreciate it. We truly, truly appreciate it. Okay, Sherry, thank you. Slav, thank you. Many of you here. Mambulu, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We really, really do appreciate all of you, because it's not that you don't have anything to do on a Thursday afternoon, but yes, still you turn into Liberian Public. It's a wonderful thing to have you on. If I was going on and on, but it was just bad. Okay, by this time, we still don't have blueprint from this government. We have none that we can count on to say, okay, this government said they're going to do this, to do this, to do that. The access recovery thing, nothing. The access declaration up to this time, we still have not seen many of these people access being declared publicly for us to say, okay, well, this is the person they get, to make fun of them. They are public figure. Nothing. We'll go again for another 6 years. Those who will cry. Those of us that will cry. Those who will criticize. Those who will sit down and do nothing, they'll do nothing. But for another 6 years, and then Liberia keep going. We want to thank God for that. We want to thank God for the long life. Let us continue to pray for one another. Please, whatever it is that we talk about Liberia, let us don't go to the route of violence. Let's continue to pray. Let's continue to criticize, but we will do it with responsibility. We will do it with respect. Please do not preach violence. Violence is not a way. Violence has no resolution in anything. We tried that, and you saw what it did to us. We can't go that route again. The people say they're gonna steal, like I said, we have an issue in Grand Juda County where they give us a superintendent, which many Grand Judeans don't want. And I told them, Joshua, give us superintendent for 6 years. Let's stay for another 6 years. And so our own will just, I say, but what choice you have? This is the superintendent the president give us. Let's deal with him for 6 years. And hopefully somebody else will come and give us somebody decent one day. And so let us not preach violence. Violence has no place in this society. Let us continue to pray for one another. Let's pray that God will come in and do good for all of us. Again, Samson told Labrador Public Radio, I want to thank all of you again tonight. It's been a wonderful, wonderful show, of course. But sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. And This is one of those times. What I will not do, the fact that I support this government fully, in full support of whatever it is that they're doing, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. If I see something that is not right, my belief, if I believe something is there that is not right, I will speak up. And if you want to come out here and make fun of me because I supported before, now I'm criticizing or whatever way you want to call it, it's up to you. But I must be truthful. I must be truthful. If I see something that I don't think is in the right place, I must say it. Now, that doesn't mean that what I'm saying here is the right thing. Other people might disagree with me. That's okay. But let us be truthful to one another. Let us respect each other. With that, I'll say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time. Let's tune in tomorrow for Mr. Social, where the tap will continue. Samson to Labrador Padrino. Good night, folks.
Yes, I make it so. Mansaru Basam, Manusu. Sio, get me by to it. How do I not see my menu? There was some gonna walk a rare. Nepi yoga diablo. How do I not see a cartoon? Sazo mega ye blanco kwati so waka kama mapenyo wakozile bagam ye botlana ye ko dogin sekwe okay no sugu ku ko erisi ao mamen okay no sugu le mana we ye so sekwe okay no sugu ku ko erisi ao okay no sugu tomorrow Mira no I woke up the boy. My way call ya more it one would took a one to come back to you. My way so it's a good. Yakwe mote wanu agaragara mu no so e kaso o black ya mu